Most of you probably saw the headlines this morning. A Democrat just flipped a Texas state Senate seat that Donald Trump carried by 17 points, a seat that the Republican incumbent won by 20 points just 2 years ago. And Democrats didn't just win it, they won it by over 15 points. That's a 32-point swing to the left in the heart of red Texas. Political analysts are calling it a political earthquake. And when reporters asked Donald Trump about this stunning loss, his response was absolutely unhinged. Let me show you what he said.
Texas, a Democrat won your special election in an area that you had won by 17 points. What is your reaction to that?
I don't know. I didn't hear about it. Somebody ran where?
In Texas, a special election for legislative
the 9th state Senate seat.
I'm not involved in that. That's a local Texas race.
Did you endorse the Republican?
You mean I won by 17
You did.
and this person lost? Things like that happen.
Does it worry you about the
Well, you don't know whether or not it's transferable. I'm not on the ballot, so you don't know whether or not it's transferable. But, you put the Democrats in, you'll end up with open borders again. You'll end up with crime all over the place. We have no crime anymore. And, think of it. The country is the lowest crime it's had in 125 years. In recorded history. The year 1900. That's a long time ago. So it's very good. No, I don't know anything about it. I didn't know. I know there's a race going there. And it's too bad. What can I say? I have nothing to do with it. Yeah.
Trump claims he hasn't even heard about this race. He knows nothing about it. It's just some local thing he's not involved in. Except, of course, when he posted this. Lee Wambsgans, a Republican running for state Senate in the suburbs of Fort Worth, Texas, will be a great candidate and has my complete and total endorsement. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President DJT. Or when he posted this. I am asking all America First patriots in Texas's 9th State Senate District to please make a plan to get out and vote on Election Day, Saturday, January 31st, for a phenomenal candidate, Lee Wambsgans. Or when he literally posted on the day of the election, today is the day. Get out and vote for Lee Wambsgans. But yeah, other than that, he's never heard of it. So, which is it? Is Trump so detached from reality that he genuinely doesn't remember promoting this race for days on end? In which case, we have to ask, who's actually running his social media? Who's making these endorsements? Is there an auto pen situation happening here? Or is Trump just blatantly lying to the American people, pretending he doesn't know about a race he personally pushed because acknowledging the loss would mean admitting his endorsement is worthless? Take your pick. Neither option is good. But here's where it gets even more delusional. Trump then says this.
You don't know whether or not it's transferable. I'm not on the ballot, so you don't know whether or not it's transferable. But
let that sink in for a second. Trump is saying that because his name wasn't on the ballot, we can't know if this loss means anything. Here's the problem with that logic. Trump is never going to be on the ballot again. He's a lame duck president. He's done. This is it. So if Republicans can't win with Trump off the ballot, they're in serious trouble because Trump off the ballot is the reality from now until the end of time. This isn't some one-time anomaly. This is the future of the Republican Party, and based on what we just saw in Texas, that future looks bleak. Now let's talk about what actually happened in this race, because the numbers are devastating for Republicans. Look at the spending. The Republican candidate spent over 4 times what the Democrat spent. 4 times. And they still lost by 15 points. That's not a close race, that's not a squeaker, that's a massacre. It shows either massive enthusiasm on the left or complete apathy on the right. And frankly, I think it's both. Republicans are already scrambling to spin this. They're saying, well, it was just low turnout. GOP voters didn't show up. But here's the actual data, and this comes from Ross Hunt at Hunt Research. Of the people who voted in this runoff, 51% were Republican primary voters, or from Republican households. 35% were Democrats, 14% were independents. So Republicans had a turnout advantage. They showed up, and the Democrats still won with 57% of the vote. Do the math. If 51% of the electorate is Republican, but the Democrat got 57% of the vote, that means Republicans and independents crossed over and voted for the Democrat. This isn't about turnout. This is about Republicans rejecting their own party. This is about people who voted for Trump in 2024 saying, you know what? I'm done. I'm voting for the Democrat. And if that's happening in a district Trump won by 17 points, what do you think is going to happen in swing districts? What do you think is going to happen in purple states? If this is any indication of the mood heading into the midterms, Republicans are staring down a bloodbath. But it gets worse. The new gerrymandered map that Republicans just passed in Texas was designed specifically to lock in their gains with Latino voters. They saw Latinos swing hard to Trump in 2024, and they assumed that was permanent. So they drew districts banking on that trend continuing.
The largest
in
Latino
the largest
areas of
Latino
Fort Worth,
areas of
we
Fort
saw
Worth,
swings
we
of
just
upwards
saw
of
swings
50
of up to 50 points
to the left.
50 points. That means Republicans may have just created what's called a dummy mander, where you draw districts so thin to give yourself an advantage that when a wave hits, the other side sweeps them all. Republicans might have accidentally handed Democrats even more seats. And when you add in the fact that Democrats are picking up 5 more seats in California thanks to Republican overreach there, you have to wonder, was any of this worth it? Was subverting democracy and rigging the maps worth it if you're just going to lose anyway?